Right, I'll give you the word picture. I got my test coming up in about 5 weeks' time, and my instructor's just been running through the different subjects to make sure that I'm all ready to pass this first time. And he said today we're going to look at my emerging.
Okay.
That's from minor roads at the major roads.
Okay. No
So
problem.
my name's Tony. So what's the subject?
Subject is emerging at train level.
That's it. So I'll hand over to you to meet and greet.
Okay, just remember the name this time. Afternoon, Tony.
Afternoon.
I'm Andy. Pleased to meet you.
How are you, Andy? Hey, you right?
I'm very well, thanks. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Good. Bob's off today. He's watching the Ryder Cup golf on telly. Bless him. So I'm going to take your lesson today.
Yeah.
Had a chat with him, and we're going to be covering or recovering emerging.
All right, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, then we'll head out on the road and,
Right.
and put that into practice. So what actually do we mean by emerging?
Oh, it's where I have to, where I'm coming from a side road into a main road, isn't it?
That's good. Okay. And what's the routine we use on the approach to
Oh, the
emerge?
mirror signal, position, speed, look routine.
Excellent. Okay. And what sort of position do we, if we're turning left, what sort of position in the road do we have?
Oh, normal driving position, immediately from the curb.
Okay. Excellent. And what about turning right? What sort of
Oh,
position do we have?
that left to centre.
Okay. Brilliant. And when we're spotting an emerge, what sort of things are we looking for?
Oh, I can see one at the end of the road there. Could be a lamppost facing me or the houses facing me.
Yeah. Very good.
I can see it at the end of the road. I couldn't go straight on.
Excellent. That's good. Okay. Well, if you want to set up the car as normal,
right, yeah.
and we'll put that into practice, and we'll see how we go.
Yeah.
Okay, Tony. So tell me what you can see through your interior
Oh,
mirror
I can
there.
see the top and bottom of the back window, and I see a bit of my head restraint. I can see the corner of your window as well.
Okay, and your right-hand door mirror.
Oh, I can see the door handles, and I can see right down the road.
Well done.
And
And
the
your
same
left.
with that one. See right down the pavement.
Brilliant. Okay. Right. If you'd like to set the car up ready to go, just before we do go, we've got an emerge at the end of the road there. Roughly, where would you signal?
About 7 car lengths away.
Car lengths. Okay, that's good.
And we're going to move off and take the next turning to the right, please.
So we're going to take the next turning to the right, please, Tony.
And just to show you that I'm not perfect, I've taken that into account.
At the end of the road, do a handbrake turn.
Did I tell you we're doing roundabouts today? And at the end of the road, we're going to be turning right, please.
So at the end of the road, we're going to be turning right, please, Tony. So just talk me through what you're going to do.
Checking the mirrors.
Okay, where are we going to signal? And tell me where you're lining your car up here.
No, left to centre.
Okay, just hold here just for a second, Tony. Just pop your handbrake on, under my control, so we haven't got any cars behind us. Just noticed you had your clutch down on the approach there. Do you understand what we mean by coasting?
No, was I putting the clutch down too early or something?
Yeah, it's when the engine's disconnected from the gearbox. So, what do you think? What do you think the consequences could be if we're actually not in full control of the car on the approach?
I think I might come up too fast, mightn't
Yeah, I mean, if we look at this road here, we're actually very slightly downhill here.
I? Yeah,
So, what do you think the car will actually could well be doing if with your clutch down?
I come up fast to the white line, couldn't
Yeah. So again, what do you think the consequences might be if you're?
I? I could overshoot the white line, couldn't I?
You could do. Yeah, very much so. But also, it's it's important. Say, for example, this is slightly uphill. What do you think could happen if you've got your clutch down
It
there?
might be the opposite. I might not make the white line.
Indeed. So again, what could the consequences be of that?
I could roll back, couldn't I?
You could do, yeah, yeah. So what we'll do is we'll put that into practice with your clutch on the next couple of emerges. And so if you want to make your turn,
Alright. And we're going to turn right, please.
so we're going to turn right at the end of the road there, please, Tony. So So keep your clutch up. And don't put your clutch down till I tell you to. So keep your clutch up there, Tony. Clutch up. And pop your clutch down there. That's good, well done. Also, if you had a car coming this way, how would you judge if it's safe to go?
If I could walk from here over to there.
Okay. And with this silver car coming the other way, how can you judge if it's safe to go if we're emerging?
That's
right?
Walk across and walk back again, isn't it?
Absolutely right. That's good. Well done. Now, could you feel when with the clutch up there, it's slightly more controlled there? We had the engine fully connected to the car. So just remind me why we need that clutch up on the approach to the emerge.
So I don't come up to the emerge too quickly.
That's good. And what do you think the issue could be if we're also slightly uphill, or maybe even on the...
No, I might not make it, and I might even run back on it.
And what would the consequences of that be?
I could hit the car behind, couldn't I?
You could do,
Run over a pedestrian.
Very much so. So we'll just practice that again with your clutch. So if you're emerging to the right, how would you judge if you're left of centre on the position there?
Oh, just know it.
Okay, we can look at that.
And we're going to turn right.
So we're going to turn right at the end of the road, please, Tony. And again, don't put your clutch down till I tell you to. So keep your clutch up there, keep your clutch up. And pop your clutch down now. That's excellent, well done. So again, just remind me why it's important that we have that clutch up.
So I don't come up too fast to the white line, or if it's going uphill, I don't stop short and maybe even roll back.
Excellent. Okay. Well, the next emerge, if you can talk me through that this time, we'll see how you go.
And at the roundabout, we're going to be turning right.
And at the roundabout, the mini roundabout, we're going to be turning right, please, Tony. If you've got lots of parked cars on the, if you're emerging to the left or to the right, you've got parked cars either side. What's the little technique we can use to give us better vision?
That creep and peep, isn't it?
Yeah. So how are you controlling your speed on the peep and creep?
With the coordination of the pedals, isn't it?
That's good. Excellent.
Stick my head forward.
Very good.
And we're going to take the next turning to the right, please.
And we're going to take the next turning to the right, please, Tony. What's the importance as well, if we're turning right and you've got your left to centre position, what's the importance that we don't encroach on the other side of the road?
I could be blocking the road, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could be. And what would the consequences potentially be of that?
Well, if a fire engine came round the corner, he wouldn't give it a good pass me, would he?
Indeed. But also, why is it important that we're not too far to the left?
Wouldn't people get confused about and they might think I'm parking?
Yeah, they could do.
Trying to overtake me.
Yeah. And again, what would the consequences of that be?
They might try and overtake me, and as I creep up to the white line, they might hit me.
Excellent.
And we're going to turn right.
So we're going to turn right at the end of the road here, please, Tony. So I want you to talk me through what you're going to do with your clutch here.
I'm going to put it down now, just so I roll into first gear, yeah?
Excellent. That's well done. Just remind me why we do that.
So I don't come too fast up to the white line, or if it's going uphill, I don't stop short of the white line and maybe roll back into the car behind me.
Fantastic. So I'm happy with that now. I'm happy you got your point where you put the clutch down. So I'm going to hand that over to you. But I'm going to keep an eye on it. I'll ask you some questions later on in the lesson for that.
I like it when you ask me questions.
I've just got to remember some now.
And we're going to turn right, please.
We're going to turn right here, please, Tony. Also, on an emerge, Tony, if you're turning left, where do you need to be looking?
I need to be looking in the direction that I'm going to be steering, isn't
Yeah, absolutely. What do you think the consequences could be if you were looking the other way?
Oh, I could run a pedestrian over, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could do, couldn't you? So if you're turning right, where do you need to be looking?
To the right.
Very good.
And at the end of the road, we're going to be turning right, please.
So at the end of the road, we're going to be turning right, please, Tony. So just check your mirror there, Tony. So check your interior mirror, check your right-hand door mirror. Why is it important you need to check your mirrors there?
Distance and speed, isn't it?
Yeah, so what's the mirror we need to check first?
The interior mirror.
Okay, and why is the reason
we're going to turn right?
We're going to turn right, please, Tony. What's the reason that we need to check that interior mirror first?
Distance and speed, isn't it?
Okay. What's the reason we need to check our right-hand door mirror if we're emerging to the right?
See if anybody's overtaking me.
If they are overtaking you, how are you going to deal with that?
Oh, I'd let them go, wouldn't I? If I didn't, they may hit an oncoming.
Yeah, you would do. So what's the consequences of us not looking in the mirror then?
I wouldn't know the distance and speed, and I wouldn't know if anybody's overtaking me.
Exactly, so it's important that we look. We use our mirrors first, so we can use the interior mirror first, the right-hand door mirror if we're emerging to the right. So we'll just practice that a couple of times as well.
And we're going to turn right, please.
So we're going to turn right here, please, Tony. So check the interior mirror. So check your mirror, Tony.
Right,
check your mirror. Check your right-hand door mirror.
Right,
so check that mirror.
All right, yeah.
Okay. Why is it important we need to check these? Check that interior mirror.
Distance and speed, and see if anybody's overtaking me.
Okay. And what's the consequences if you're not checking those mirrors?
I won't know how close the vehicles are behind me, and I wouldn't know if the vehicles are overtaking me. And we're going to turn right.
So we're going to turn right here, please, Tony. Next turning. So just put that into practice. Practice again. This time, you tell me when we're going to use the mirrors.
Okay.
So again, just remind me when we're going to. Just remind me why we check the mirrors again and which mirrors.
Interior mirror first for the distance and speed.
Yeah.
And the right-hand door mirror for the vehicles overtaking me, or the left-hand door mirror for bicycles, isn't it?
Very good. And the consequences of us not checking the mirror?
I wouldn't know the distance and speed. Now we're going to turn right.
So we're going to turn right here, please, Tony. So tell me what mirrors you're going to check.
Check interior mirror,
Yeah.
distance and speed. The right-hand door mirror, see if anybody's overtaking me.
Excellent. So I'm happy you've got those mirrors there, Tony. Just remind me of the consequences once again.
I need the interior one for the distance and speed, or I won't know the distance and speed of the vehicles behind me.
Yeah.
And if I'm turning right, I need to know if anybody's overtaking me. If they were, I need to let them go, and I won't force them into oncoming traffic.
Absolutely spot on. That's good. So I'm happy that you've got the mirrors there. So I'm going to hand that over to you.
And we're going to turn right, please.
So we're going to turn right at the end of the road, please, Tony. So come off the gas there. That's good of it. So just proceed up to the junction. So steer towards me.
All right.
And steer towards you.
All right.
Bring the car to a stop there. Just we have got a car behind us. He's going to go around. So pop your handbrake on there. Just notice you were speeding up towards the emerge there. What sort of speeds should we really be doing on approach?
I thought my speed's all right.
We just you just put the gas down a little bit, so we were speeding up towards the junction there. So what do you think the consequences might be if you're accelerating towards a junction?
What was the error I made?
I thought that was the first one, but I also noticed you weren't left to centre as well.
Yeah, that was the error, wasn't it?
Oh, okay. Okay. So also, Tony, what position should we be in for turning
left
right?
to centre.
Okay, and how are you judging that?
I just know it.
Okay, well you were actually, and again, we have got a car coming up behind us. I'm just going to check what he's going to do. Why is it important that we don't encroach on the other side of the road?
Now, if a fire engine came around the corner, the road would be blocked, wouldn't it?
Yeah, indeed. So he's going to turn left, so we're just going to sit here for a couple of minutes and just talk about that. Also, why is it important that we're not too far over from the centre line as well?
No, the cars behind me get confused and they might think I'm parking and just let me indicate and run.
Yeah, indeed.
They might try and overtake me.
Okay. Well, what we can do on the next couple of emerges, we can pick up a reference point to help you get left of centre. So if you'd like to make your manoeuvre now, and we'll give that a try again. So again, Tony, just remind me why it's important that we are left of centre. Well, for a turning right, sorry, merging right.
Well, it reinforces my signal, doesn't it?
It does.
If I'm too far over the white line, I could be blocking the road, or somebody come flying around the corner and hit me, couldn't they?
They could do, yeah, and too far to the left.
Or people might think I'm parking, and they might try and overtake me.
Absolutely. What would the consequences of that be?
Well, I'll be coming to the junction at the same time as them. We could hit each other.
Yeah, you could do.
And we're going to turn right.
So we're going to turn right at the mini roundabout, please, Tony. So what we can do, we can pick up a reference point that will help you with your position at each emerge. So we're going to try that on the next one. If we haven't got any white lines in the road as well, what other things could tell us where the centre of the road is?
Right.
So we're going to turn right, please, Tony.
I just have to imagine what the centre of the road is, isn't it?
Yeah, so you could imagine a white line, couldn't you? But there could also be sort of breaks in the tarmac, that kind of thing that we could look out for. So it could be useful for picking up a reference point as well. So again, just tell me why it's important that we're not encroaching on the other side, on to the right of the
I'll be blocking the road for the fire engines, won't I? Or somebody can fly around the corner and hit me.
And too far over to the left?
Or people will get confused and they might think I'm parking.
Yeah, that's good.
And we're going to turn right.
So we're going to turn right at the end of the road, please, Tony. So under my control, can you cover the brake and steer towards you, steer towards me, straighten up. I'm going to pick up a reference point. So put your clutch down and bring the car to a stop there. Just again under my control, we've got no one behind us. Just secure the car for me. Can you tell me where the white line cuts into the centre of the car?
Just there.
Front of the car there. Well, we can actually use that as our reference point for being left of centre.
Yeah.
We can also check in our rear view, in our right-hand door mirror, if we've got any white lines or any markings into the centre of the road. You can quickly glance into your right-hand door mirror and just check you're also left of centre. So that's our reference point for being left of centre and not too far over as well. So if you'd like to proceed up to the junction, just keep that reference point, although it's just been slightly to the left here. If you just keep that reference point in the same part of the car. And again, why is it important that we need to not encroach on that over the white line there?
Because I'll be blocking the road and he wouldn't be able to get in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. That was just an error on my part.
No, no worries. Okay, so we'll just practice that again, and
we're going to turn left.
We're going to turn left at the next turning, please, Tony.
And we're going to take the next turning to the right.
We're going to take the next turning to the right, please.
All right.
That's fine. So on the next emerge, we're going to pick up that reference point again, just to make sure we're left of the centre line and also not too far over.
And we're going to turn right, please.
And we're going to turn right here, please, Tony.
And at the end of the road, we're going to turn right.
And at the end of the road, we're going to turn right. So we're going to pick up this reference point again, please, Tony. So cover the brake.
I've lined it up now.
Excellent, well done. So keep that reference point there. That's good, well done. And just remind me what that reference point is for.
To make sure I'm left of centre.
That's good, and what are the consequences if you are encroaching over the line?
Somebody comes really fast round the corner, they could hit me, or they won't be able to get round the corner.
And too far over to the left?
No, I don't think I'm parking.
Brilliant.
I'm
Okay,
going to turn left, please.
so we're going to turn left here, please, Tony. So I'm happy that that you've got the reference point there for being left of centre and the importance and the consequences if you're not.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to hand that over to you. May well ask some questions towards the end of the lesson as well on that. But I will keep an eye on it as well.
And we're going to turn left.
So we're going to turn left at the end of the road here, please, Tony. So pop your signal on.
All right.
Signal on there, Tony. What sort of distance should we be from the emerge to put your signal on?
Oh, there's 7 car lengths.
Okay. How are you judging that?
No, I just know it.
Okay, well you're a little bit late on the signal there. We're only about 2 or 3 car lengths back there. Why is it important that we need to put a signal on 7 car lengths back?
So people got time to react.
Okay.
And we're going to turn left.
So we're going to turn left. So we're going to practice this here, Tony. So we've got a little turning here. So pop your signal on now.
Right.
Why do you think it's sometimes important that we also put a later signal on?
Oh yeah, because they might think I was turning in there.
Yeah. So what do you think the consequences would be if you are signalling late, if you do a signal late?
People won't have time to react.
And what about if you're signalling too early as
We're
well?
going to turn left.
So we're going to turn left here, please, Tony. What about if you signal too early as well?
No, if I signal way too early, they might think I'm pulling over, wouldn't they?
They might well do, yeah. And what would the consequences of that be?
They might just try and overtake me.
That's right.
And we're going to turn right, please.
So we're going to turn right, please, Tony. So we're going to signal about 7 car lengths back. So pop your signal on now.
Oh, yeah.
So we can roughly count the cars here. And that's how we can judge whether we're 7 car lengths
right,
back.
yeah.
That's good, well done. So on the next emerge, do you want to talk me through where you're going to put your signal on?
Yeah, we'll do.
Okay, and why is it important that we need that signal that
To
far
give
back?
them people time to react.
And what about what's the consequence if we put the signal on too early?
And they might think I might just parking on the left and try and overtake me.
That's right. Also, if your signal cancels, why do you think it's important to keep that signal on?
So there could be pedestrians waiting across the road and want to cross and they don't know which way I'm going and they might cross certainly the way I'm going to turn. And we're going to turn left.
So we're going to turn left at the
Signal about now.
Excellent, well done. And if you had another turning there, where would you signal?
I'd signal just when I'm level with that turning, wouldn't I?
Very good. What's the reason that you do that?
Because if there was somebody pulling out that turning, they might think I'm turning in there and pull out in front of me.
Excellent, that's good. So I'm happy that you've got the distance correct for your signal, and the importance that you don't signal too early or late. But also, sometimes we may need to signal a little bit later, and you've got a good understanding of that. So again, I'm going to hand that over to you, and I'll ask some questions towards the end of the session as well. That's good. Well done, Tony.
And we're going to turn left at the roundabout.
I'm going to turn left at the mini roundabout, please.
And we're going to take the second turning to the right, this being the first one coming up now.
I'm going to take the second turning to the right turning, this one being the first. Sorry, this one being the first.
Yeah. And at the end of the road, we're going to be turning left.
At the end of the road, we're going to be turning left. Please, Tony. Good. Okay, just come up to the giveaway line there, Tony, for me.
Not the
Giveaway line. And stop the car there. Stop the car there. That's good. We haven't got any cars behind us. Just secure the car for me. Keep it in first gear, under my control. I'm not going to back any traffic up, but we can talk about this. You stopped a little bit short of the giveaway line there. It's important that we actually stop at the giveaway line. What do you think the consequences might be if we are stopped short of the giveaway line on this turning here?
And the people behind might get confused.
They could do, yeah. So what do you think might happen?
They might overtake me.
They could do, yeah. So what would the consequences be?
Well, if they're trying to overtake me and I'm trying to creep up to the junction, we won't hit each other.
Yeah, very much so, yeah. But also, it's important that we don't encroach over the line into the new road here. What do you think the consequences could be of that?
Oh, people would swerve around me, wouldn't they?
They could do, yeah. So, so what would the consequences be here?
Well, they could go into an oncoming car, couldn't they?
Yeah, very much so. So we're in an accident situation. So it's important that we stop actually at the giveaway line, and I can help you with the reference point with that. So on this this turning here, please, Tony, can you tell me where the giveaway line actually comes into the side of the car?
It's just a little bit up there.
Okay, so we might be a little bit short. Just put the car about another foot forward there for me, Tony. Stop the car there. Okay, can you tell me where the giveaway line cuts into the car now?
Just nearly underneath that dormer.
That's good. So we can actually use that as our reference point for actually stopping at the giveaway line.
Alright.
So we'll practice that on the next couple of turnings, and we'll see how we go. So if you want to make your manoeuvre now. That's great. So just tell me why it's important to not stop short of the giveaway line.
Because I couldn't see the junction anyway, and I suppose the people behind it get confused, wouldn't they?
They would do. So potentially,
so
we're going to turn left here, please, Tony. So what would the consequences of that be?
Well, they might try and overtake me. As I'm moving up to the junction and they're moving up to the junction, we'll get hit each other.
Yeah. But also, why is it important that we don't encroach over the giveaway line?
I could hit a vehicle on the main road, or at least force them to swerve around me.
Yeah. What would the consequences of that be?
They might hit me or hit another car.
Yeah.
Then we're going to turn right.
So we're going to turn right here, please, Tony. So we're going to pick up this reference point for stopping at the giveaway line again. So cover the brake. Don't stop till I tell you. And just stop the car there for me, Tony. And although we're on a slight angle, where does the giveaway line come into the side of the car? Okay, so again, we can use that as our reference point for stopping at the giveaway line here. So if we make our manoeuvre, just tell me why it's important that we need to stop at this giveaway line.
So I don't stop too short of it, which might confuse people behind me.
Yeah.
And I won't be able to see the junction anyway.
Yeah.
And if I stop over it, that man that was just coming, he'd have to swerve around me.
Yes.
And he may hit an oncoming car.
That's good, well done. Keep peeping, creeping there as well. So on the next one, Tony, what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to, on the approach to the junction, I'd like you to tell me where you're going to pick up this reference point, and just tell me why it's important that we stop at the giveaway line and not short of it.
And we're going to turn right.
We're going to turn right here, please, Tony, and not short of it or encroaching the other side of it.
Alright. We're going to turn right, please.
So we're going to turn right at the end of the road, please, Tony. So I want you to pick up this reference point for me. Tell me where the line comes into the car and tell me the importance of stopping at the giveaway line, please.
It's just there.
Okay, and why is that important that we stop at the giveaway line?
Well, if I stop short, I can't see, and I might confuse people.
Yeah.
And if I stop over the white line, I could be forcing vehicles to swerve around me and hit oncoming cars here.
Excellent, excellent. So again, we can use this reference point for stopping at the giveaway line. So I'm happy that you've picked that reference point up and the reasons why. So again, I'm going to hand that over to you. More than likely ask you some questions at the end of the session as well. That's good, well done.
And we're going to turn right, please.
I'm going to turn right, please, Tony.
And at the end of the road, we're going to be turning left.
And at the end of the road, turn left, please, Tony. Tony, you can go there. We can go there. So let's go. Let's go, go, go. How are you judging if it's safe to go when you're turning left there?
Oh, so I don't want to fail this test because my brother said he's not paying for any more lessons, so I really want to show the examiner that I'm not really safe because my mate failed on pulling out from somebody.
Okay. We were a little bit hesitant there. It actually was safe to go. What we need to do, if it is safe to go, we need to make good progress as well. So we were a bit hesitant there. So what we can do is we can, on the next one, we can actually, I can give you a couple of pointers that we can use that it is safe to go.
I'm going to turn left.
So how are you judging if it's, as you come up, turn left there, how are you judging if it was actually safe to go?
Oh, just go when it's clear.
What we can actually do is we can use what we call the walk across, drive across rule as well.
Oh, okay.
So we'll practice that on the next one. But if we're turning left...
And we're going to take the next road on the left.
We're going to take the next turning on the left, please, Tony. If we're turning left and we've got a car on our side of the road coming towards us, it takes about the same time for us to turn out left and to speed up to the flow of the traffic as it does for us to walk from one side of the curb to the other.
And we're going to turn left.
And back again. So we're going to turn left, please, Tony.
And then if you get me to find a place to stop on the left, please.
And when we're in a new road, Tony, can you find a place to park where it's safe, legal and convenient, please? So it's important that we're not too hesitant when turning left. So we can use this walk across, drive across rule. So for it to be safe for us to go and to speed up to the flow of the traffic.
I'll reverse it back out of road, yeah.
Okay. It takes about the same time for us to walk from one side of the curb to the other and back again. So we can practice that as well.
Right, no need to. That's fine. That's good. Nice and proactive there, weren't you?
God, that's hard work, that one. There we are.
No, I actually think it's harder work when you're sitting back. And obviously there's errors being made and you can't see them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
That's true. I mean, it did flow, that one.
Yeah, there was only one error there that it was a very obvious one. The left of centre one where I was turning right.
Yeah.
The white line was running down the middle of the car, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, because I felt you speed up, but then I saw that as well. And I thought, oh, Gordon Bennett, I've got to pick one or the other here, and I picked the wrong one.
Yeah, I didn't actually speed up, but that looked good, didn't you? Obviously, I had to stop short because I knew that I was... there's a possibility, and lucky enough I did, because the flow came around the corner, cut the corner.
Nutter, wasn't he?
But yeah, I was... but you know, the white line was running down the middle of the car, yeah?
Yeah.